Fun fact, in some cultures, they do eat bugs. And I don't know if they ever made ants in an oven, but maybe they do. Hey everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today, we're going to be using this rain team once again with Pelipper, Ludicolo, Hydreigon, the Rotom, Heat, Cofagrigus, and the Durant. If you haven't checked out the previous episode, highly recommend go checking out because we ended up using this team once again, and today we're going to be using this team once again. So today's common question of today is going to be, do you cook? And I don't know, for some reason Rotom Heat is making me think of food. So, and I was actually just watching cooking videos before I was recording this video, so I want to know, do you cook? And if you do, what do you enjoy cooking? Because I always wanted to make the hobby of cooking because I really do love cooking. But yeah, I'm not actually allowed to cook in my student dormitories, which is actually kind of unfortunate. There's no kitchen, so that's unfortunate. So I had to postpone learning how to cook, but I do get interested. Of course, I do watch like cooking videos on the internet. Love watching cooking competitions. And, you know, Food Wars is my favorite anime. I do love watching Gordon Ramsay as well. There's just a bunch of things that I love about watching cooking. But our first opponent is a really interesting team. It's like a stall team, sort of. You got Grimmsnarl, the Rhyperior, you got Ferrothorn, you got Salazzle, and then you got, like, Toxapex and the Galarian Corsola. So this is a really interesting team. And yeah, this is going to be really annoying because there is going to be probably some kind of stall method. I'm thinking the Salazzle is going to be some kind of form of like, what do you call it? It's just going to be annoying. I can tell you that much. What do I want to go here? Hydreigon's really good in this game. Rotom Heat is pretty good because it deals with the Toxapex. Don't really like the Durant here. Although it could put in Word Gamer, the Grimmsnarl immediately is actually pretty good. But I feel like if I'm gonna Dynamax a Pokemon, it would probably be the Ludicolo. Why is there Rhyperior no Trick Room too? That's also interesting of a decision from my opponent. What do I want to lead is the question. I kind of like the Pelipper Ludicolo lead. Because even if like if Ferrothorn leads, I have a Rotom Heat as a switch in. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go with these four. I'm just worried about the Grimmsnarl. Of course, there are going to be screens, which is going to be annoying, especially I'm assuming it's going to be Light Clay. I got to watch out about like Toxic Stall as well from Toxapex and Salazzle, which I'm pretty sure both. I know. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that Toxapex does get toxic naturally. I don't remember if Salazzle does. I'm pretty sure it does. I don't know if my opponent's going to bring Salazzle, but it is definitely something that could be possible. We're going to see Grimmsnarl plus the Corsola here, so that's kind of fine for me. I could get some big damage off into the Grimmsnarl immediately, and I don't mind that. Because Corsola can go for like Will-O-Wisp, maybe a Nightshade. It won't do too much damage. And yeah, I think I definitely do want to just go straight for the damage into the Grimmsnarl immediately. They don't usually carry Protect. Maybe there's a Ferrothorn switch in from my opponent, but I could always go out into Rotom Heat, so I'm completely okay with that situation. And then I get to click Thunder a bunch. So we'll go for the Fake Out into the Grimmsnarl, flinch it, get a Scald off. This should do about 50%, I'm assuming. Wow, that did a bit more than 50%. Nightshade is going to come out from the Corsola into the Ludicolo slot. Not doing too much, which I am okay with. I don't want to take a Thunder Wave with my Ludicolo, so I'm actually going to double out my Ludicolo into the Rotom Heat. Might as well bring it out anyway, because like Ferrothorn could come in for one of my opponent's Pokemon. And I think I'd be in a good position with the Rotom Heat here. Although I think my opponent's going to just try to get a Last Ditch Light Screen. So, yep. That's fine. And we're going to see Scald. I think this should knock it out based on the previous damage. Yeah, it does. Okay, perfect. So I get rid of Grimmsnarl, which is nice, which means my opponent doesn't get Reflect Up. But then again, I brought all special attackers, so I guess it's maybe not too helpful. Here comes a Nightshade. That is a 3 on Rotom. Maybe I should have stayed in with Ludicolo, but Hydro Pump wasn't doing like too much damage to the like Corsola anyway. And I really want to threaten the Ferrothorn or the Toxapex, which is coming out actually. And I do want to click Thunder. I wonder if this is just going to go for Baneful Bunker. I could see it. I don't think like Toxapex is much of an offensive threat. So I'm actually going to go for Hurricane into the Corsola. The Corsola, not Corsola. I maybe Scald. Yeah, I'm going to Scald actually. I really could see Toxapex just protecting here. I am a very hyper offensive team. Or I could see maybe like my opponent goes for a Scald in a Rotom Heat, which I think would be fine too. I do think getting damage on the Corsola is pretty important. So I think I'm just going to Scald here, Scout for a Protect. No Protects. I could have doubled up the Toxapex with Thunder, and I think I could have knocked it out. It looks like I crit Scald, which is nice. Yeah. Nice crit. And that burn. Beautiful damage, baby. Disables my Scald, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I think it's fine. Toxic going to come out. It is going to be that Toxic Stall coming out from the Toxapex. I really don't like Toxic Stall in this format just because like I feel like you will lose the timer if like let's say like my optimal play realistically is just to timer out my opponent because like I'm already ahead of the league. Grimstorm was already knocked out. And yeah, I could just like stall this one out realistically. But I'm not because I'm pretty sure I can win anyway. I'm just going to Dark Pulse and Hurricane, knock out the Corsola or the Corsola. No, it's Corsola. Oh no. Yeah, it's Corsola. Corsola is the evolved form. We're going to see Baneful Bunker come out from the Toxapex. Again, I'm not doubling up the Toxapex, so no big deal. We're going to see Protecto from my opponent's Corsola, which is fine too. So it is Protect, Toxic Stall, which isn't too bad to deal with realistically if I play this right. I still have Dynamax on deck too. My opponent doesn't have a... I still haven't used my Dynamax at all yet. I'm trying to figure out what I would probably Dynamax, and I'm assuming it's going to be my Ludicolo in the end game. Yeah, I'd probably do Ludicolo in the end. Also, this kind of loses to like Misty Terrain getting set up. Because, yeah, I mean, Misty Terrain, of course, prevents it. So, let's see here. Dark Pulse going to come out into the Corsola. No, it's Corsola. I hate how similar they are. I do get the knockout onto that Pokemon, so it's a 2v4 situation right now. Toxic probably coming back out into Hydreigon, which is fine. I really don't mind that too much. And I do want to save the rain because I do want to be able to hit my opponent with Thunder. So I definitely want to switch out the Pelipper to preserve the rain. Let's see what my opponent's going to go out into. Ferroform potentially in the last Pokemon slot. I just don't know what I exactly want to do with switching wise. I mean, like Dynamax wise, actually, because I don't know which one I want to Dynamax. Let's see who the last Pokemon is. It is going to be the Rhyperior actually coming out. Okay, that makes this interesting. Gonna go Ludicolo here. And I feel like it'd be Black Sludge on that Toxapex. I'm just going to fire off a Dark Pulse into the Rhyperior. I think Rhyperior is going to be the one to Dynamax. I'm assuming... Is it Weakness Policy or Lightning Rod is the question. I'm thinking it's Lightning Rod, actually. This game's definitely not over. I am poisoned, which is very concerning with both my Pokemon. I feel like if I can get Rotom Heat into an optimal position, though, I can win this game pretty easily. But, of course, there is the thing. At least what I am guaranteed is probably some way to set up the rain so I can knock out the Rhyperior. But the thing is I am worried about is going to be, can I deal with the Toxapex with Thunder on the Rotom? So we are going to see Dynamax come out. Assuming it's a Ludicolo. At least I know it's not going for Max Quake against 3 Pokemon that are immune to Earthquake. So you're going to go for Max Rockfall, and that means my opponent might get the Spadef boost this turn, but isn't really going to when I get the rain set up again. So completely okay with that. We'll go for the Dark Pulse, get some chip, because I think if I target Toxapex, it doesn't matter. And I want to make sure I knock out this Rhyperior. We're actually going to see the Max Knuckle into the Hydreigon. So Hydreigon's going to go down, which is completely fine, because I'm going to be able to get in Pelipper here, which is really solid here. So, or I could go Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat might be a better play. We're going to see the Recover come out. Yeah, so didn't matter about the Dark Pulse damage. I feel like I'm in a really good spot now, because I can go my Rotom Heat. No, I can go Pelipper. I'm going to go Pelipper, yeah. I just Dynamax my Ludicolo, and I get some chip into the... I aim to get some chip into Toxapex. Yeah. I'm gonna go for the Max Geyser, and should I just Hurricane? Because I think if you're gonna Scald anything, it'd be, or I think you would Toxic the Ludicolo if you're gonna do something. So I kind of want to go into Rotom Heat, so I can maybe I could trick the Toxapex, which actually might be an optimal play here. Let's see here. I know actually Trick wouldn't be good because like both my Pokemon are already poisoned. I gotta think about it. I'm pretty sure the Rhyperior is just gonna max guard anyway, which is completely fine by me. As long as it's not like a solid for solid rock and it somehow lives to max Geyser and Rain, which I don't think it will, but yeah, it's definitely a potential possibility. So let's hope it's not. Bring out the Dynamax Ludicolo, and we will see the. Oh wow, my opponent actually did not go for the. Okay. I'm able to knock out the Rhyperior, which is amazing. Maybe he doesn't have Protect. Or maybe it's like a Choice Band set? I don't know. The Rhyperior goes down, which is nice. Please don't Scald the Pelipper calling this. Yeah, it is Toxic in the Ludicolo as anticipated. And how many times of Light Screen does my opponent have? Because I do want to find that out. I could just Volt Switch, though, with my Rotom Heat, which is fine. Let me see. I feel like there shouldn't be that many. It should be like 2 turns max. Yeah, 2 turns. Yep. So I can go for Max Overgrow here into the Toxapex, and I do just want to fire off a Volt Switch. Yeah. That was going to be forfeited. My opponent realizes I could probably just outpower my opponent's my opponent's Toxapex anyway. Maybe my opponent also didn't have Scald, but I assume you have Scald on Toxapex. Oh, wait, what? Communication with the server is just... Please tell me I got the win at least. Please tell me I got the win. That would be really silly if I didn't get the win, even though I won that game. I don't get why I'm DCing more. That's the weird part. Like, for the last few days, I feel like I've DC'd a lot more than usual. Which is strange. Did that even count? I don't know if that even counted. I don't even know if that battle counted. Wait, did I seriously lose? Did I seriously lose because I DC'd at like when the battle was over? That sounds like the most BS thing I ever saw. Unless I saw the number wrong, because I'm really tired because I am recording this late at night. But still, that would be the dumbest thing I ever saw. Oh, we got an opponent here. Arcanine, Tyranitar, Dragapult, Excadrill, Togekiss, and Gastrodon. Pretty standard team you really see. Triple Water Weak, which I'm not a big fan of. You do have Gastrodon, I guess, to help cover. But you have Triple Water, Triple Ground Weak, which is not exactly that great. And you know what's really good here? A Pelipper Ludicolo option. Okay. So some questions I gotta ask myself. What Pokemon do I like here? Because I like Rotom Heat a lot as a lead. Like, I really do. I think Rotom Heat's really solid here. I like Rotom Heat Ludicolo, actually, because Volt Switch in a Fake Out is really good, I think, against my opponent. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think I want to go the Hydreigon in the back. I kind of want to... I'm just worried about, like, Togekiss lead. I think Togekiss is really solid. Like, normally I would probably lead Durant and try to Dynamax it, but I don't know if that's the optimal play here. Because my 2 modes, I'm thinking, go Durant, Dynamax the Durant, go for Rain Endgame Sweep. Which is which isn't impossible with this team. I already took too much time. Like, if I feel like if I try to unclick all my mons and re-click them, I feel like I would lose a bunch of time. So, I'm not exactly sure what's the optimal play here. I'm really thinking it would be the Rotom Heat option. But I'm thinking if my opponent just leaves, like, Dragapult plus Togekiss, I'm weak to a Dynamax Dragapult immediately. And my Rotom Heat could faint to the max. Yeah, this is annoying. I wish I led the Durant now. Okay. Lead Ludicolo plus the Rotom Heat. I'm gonna Volt Switch and it really just depends on if he's Life Orb on the Excadrill or not. Should I risk it turn 1? It also could be Dynamax Togekiss and I could play this mind game. I should have let Durant. I hate playing the Togekiss mind game. I think it's Babiri Bear on the Togekiss, but still. I'll risk it turn one. We are going to see a Dynamax. If this is Life Orb, I'm pretty sure knocks me out. If it's not, I'm actually in a pretty okay spot, I think. It's not optimal, but it's definitely not the best situation. It also could be Helping Hand Togekiss, and I could just get blown back here. So, yeah, there were a lot of problems with this lead. I should have went with the Durant mode. Unless this is special Dragapult. Then I couldn't have done anything. Follow me, I was doubling up the Togekiss anyway, so not a big deal. It really comes to... Oh. Should Dynamax the Ludicolo. I didn't think Max Flutterby. What? So it's U-turn Dragapult, which they don't tend to run on like this kind of Excadrill core, I feel like. It was Life Orb anyway, so I would have gone down to like Phantom Force probably. Get a Volt Switch off. Do a decent amount of chip actually. That still did a lot. It's a berry too, not even Babiri. Oh, big regrets not bringing the Durant here. Durant would have done so much work here. I go my Hydreigon here, I get. I feel like I just lost turn one. I just lost based on the lead. I chose very poorly on this lead. I feel like even if I Dynamax, there isn't really much I could do here. Okay. I'm going Pelipper. I'm gonna Volt Switch again. I'm thinking Max Dragon's gonna come out on a Hydreigon, hopefully. My opponent gets the Rotom, that's a good play, but yeah, there wasn't really much I could do. I needed to lead Durant against this team. That's kind of the thing about Hyper Offense. There's very little room for mistake, and me leading really badly here was just like terrible. I mean, I can win this, but it's like I feel like it's super unlikely. Follow me gonna come out. Like my opponent could just target down the Rotom, basically, because Hydreigon can't touch Togekiss really. But it's gonna be Max Dragon. It does target down. Yep. Okay. So I have a chance. I have a small chance, like a very small chance. It also comes down to does Hydreigon actually even live a Max Dragon with Life Orb boost? Because I actually have no clue. So I get a Volt Switch off into the Togekiss. Togekiss goes down. Beautiful. Retreat the Rotom. He go on a Hydreigon. Still a shot. Still a shot. It's not like the end of the world. We are going to bring out the Hydreigon here. And let's see who my opponent decides to bring out. Tyranitar, I'm thinking, is the Pokemon here, but maybe my opponent decides something else is better. I'm going to switch out the Pelipper. I'm going to need Rain most likely if it is going to be that Tyranitar, and I will Dynamax my Hydreigon and go for my last-ditch effort. It's actually going to be Gastrodon, which is oh, that's even worse for me because I lost my Ludicolo immediately. I forget that was definitely an option here. Yeah, that's not good. I'm going to go Rotom Heat, though. Yeah, I have to go Rotom Heat, right? Because the Rotom can't even touch the Gastrodon. And I'm going to max Darkness to Dragapult. Yeah, I'm thinking this is looking like a wrap. I think Tyranitar will be that last Pokemon, and I don't feel like there's anything I can sell. Unless Rotom lives to Scald in Rain, which I think it's not very likely. I don't think it would be very likely. I think I knock out at least the Dragapult through the... I think I knock out the Dragapult at least, thanks to the Life Orb chip. I don't know if I live Max Dragon with the Life Orb, but I feel like I should. Hydreigon's a decently bulky Pokemon, so we'll see here. Max Dragon. Hydreigon. Wow, I don't even live that. Good to know. Oh. That's why. I think I might have lived it. I feel like Dynamax Hydreigon should. Probably not well, but at least I would probably have lived it. Got a KO on the Dragapult, and then it would have been a game at least. Yeah. Well, let's see if the Skull knocked out Rotom Heat, because that's a big question. Okay, I don't think I would have won anyway. Skull knocked out Rotom Heat at range. Yeah, okay. I really just regret not leading the Durant. Durant was the play. Durant would have been the savior. Oh well. That's what I get. But yeah, I think Durant is the Pokemon I need for the Dragapult Togekiss and Sand matchup. I think it's definitely something I think I need to bring. I don't know if my opponent brought Arcanine. That's the thing too. Because if my opponent didn't bring Arcanine, since it was a special Dragapult, unless it was a mixed Dragapult with U-turn for some reason, which is probably less likely to carry Flamethrower anyway. I think the optimal play was actually just to go like the Durant lead. Because Durant would have swept through my opponent's team. My opponent had no switches to Durant. I could have went for Max Steel. And yeah. I don't think that having the Max Flutterby kind of mattered because it allowed the Rotom Heat to not KO the Togekiss. Volt Switch actually looked like it might have. But I don't think it was like a super big deal in the long run. The crit obviously stung because like if it was like maybe Arcanine in the back, maybe I had a small window of opportunity. I still don't think I would have, but like maybe a small opportunity where Hydreigon could potentially win the end game situation. I probably needed maybe like a crit or two. I think I would just need one crit personally, but there was maybe a potential shot. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode of VGC 2020 Back to Baek Battles. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below, show support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social medias, the size here on my channel, and a whole lot more coming soon. If you want to share this video with your friends, leave a comment down below and leave a like on the video. I don't know if I said this already because, like, again, I'm really tired. I actually don't remember I said it. But the placement of the team is down below if you do want to go try it out. And yeah, if you want to go an extra mile support me, there is my Patreon page as well as my Twitch channel. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting me so far. But yeah, it's been amazing. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much it. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, catch y'all later.